victim, respect, respect, respect. Welcome to D Truth TV. I got something exciting to talk about. Respect, double speak, telecast, respect. And I want people to weigh in on this. I want people to weigh in on this right here. Okay. A Pasadena police officer sues department for racial discrimination. Okay. Let's get right to it. I'm just read the story, see how y'all feel about it. For the ones that gonna watch live and who gonna watch replay, I want leave in the comment how y'all feel about it and hit the like button. Respect to Double Speak Telecast. A Pasadena police officer filed a lawsuit against her department Thursday, alleging that was last Thursday, alleging that she was subjected to racial discrimination and retaliated against. The lawsuit stems from an incident earlier in the year where we're going to just call it Officer Crutchfield, stepped in to de-escalate a tense situation between a fellow officer and suspect. Let me repeat that again. The lawsuit stemmed from an incident earlier in the year where Officer Crutchfield stepped in to de-escalate a tense situation between a fellow officer and a suspect. The Pasadena Police Department has a history of racial discrimination, racial profiling, disparity of punishment of African American employees, and retaliation against that officer who are whistleblowers or complain about discrimination, harassment, and retaliation. A press release from Crutchfield's attorney said Crutchfield is the latest victim. In the lawsuit, Crutchfield claimed that she was punished after stepping into a situation on February 20th when additional officers were called to an argument involving the two sons of Charles Towns, a black man who was shot and killed by Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department deputies in Aberdeen in January. Crutchfield's attorney said that the police were called to the scene when one of Towns' sons, a juvenile, was understandably upset by the death of their father. While the responding officer were interacting with the teenagers, Crutchfield said that one was thrown face first into a cactus, causing the situation to escalate and prompting her to step in and attempt to push the officer away. Officer Crutchfield fortunately followed statewide police training and intervened to escalate the situation. Okay. She stepped in when another officer was escalating stuff, escalating the situation, pushing the teenagers face first into a cactus. Okay. Officer Crutchfield deserved a commendation for her swift and heroic action, avoiding needless violence, the release said. Instead, she was relieved of duty and punished. Their lawsuit, it goes on to say, our lawsuit is about righting the wrong that Officer Crutchfield has suffered from. Pasadena Police Department released a series of videos that showed the incident on February 20th from inside a patrol car where a group of officers can be seen huddled around the pair of teens as a third person looks on. Footage shows Crutchfield walking over to another officer, attempting to push him away in what she has called her attempt to de-escalate the situation. Additional body-worn footage was also posted online by PPD, showing the moments where Crutchfield lightly pushes the officer, who immediately said, "Don't do that," before the two are separated by PPD sergeant and sent back to the station. No arrests were made during the incident and no citizen complaint had been filed, Pasadena police said. Crutchfield was placed on paid administrative leave for 6 months after being sent back to the department, claiming that she was never given any reason for her punishment. On Friday, Crutchfield family was joined by her attorney, Brad Gage, at a press conference outside of the Pasadena department. She was not present as she is still an active police. She was not present as she is still an active patrol officer. Respect Infant Janet EJ. She's doing the right thing. She doesn't believe in a code of silence. She doesn't believe in circling the wagon, her lawyer said. She believes in integrity, honesty, and safety. In response to the allegations, the city of Pasadena said it will vigorously defend itself in the matter and the facts will prevail. See, when they come out with a statement like that, they know when they in the wrong. When you got an officer that does what she did and use her training to de-escalate the situation, and you punish her, it's something wrong with the system. See, like I said many times before, that no matter what job you're in, no matter what kind of policy you got, if that culture is there, that culture gonna eat that policy alive each and every time. The Pasadena Police Department proudly serves the residents of Pasadena with honor and integrity and is proud of its diversity throughout all ranks of department, city officials stated. See, Crutchfield joined the department in 2021 after receiving her bachelor's and master's degree in criminology. She also competed in track and field track and won the national championship in the 100-meter dash while also earning honor of Miss Eugene, Oregon. She believes that her accomplishments have been overshadowed by her race, subjecting her to discrimination within the department. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that broad spectrum. See, her police training came into play when she tried to de-escalate the situation that was at hand. But she was sent back to the police department, placed on administrative leave with pay. And I guarantee you, the other officers that was there and that was doing wrong, majority of them get promotion. You don't tell me what is wrong with that picture. See, that culture, she was following their policy, but that culture that was in ate that policy alive. See, why would an officer go through all of that when she was doing what the right thing? Why she get treated like an outsider when doing the right thing? Yeah, they don't do like, but how many the police department like black people in their department? See, there's a whole lot of police departments that are like that. There's a whole lot of good white officer, good black officer who want to speak out, but guess what? If they speak out, they get retaliated against. They get placed on administrative leave. They get passed over for promotion. That's why some do not speak out. But this young lady had the courage to speak out and try to escalate the situation. Because we know how sometimes police officers can get real rough with melanated brothers and sisters. She wasn't afraid to speak out. Sometimes you got to step out on faith and speak out against something that you see wrong, like she did. racial discrimination, gender discrimination, and retaliate against. That is her lawsuit. That's what she's suing for. So what in what do a police officer do? What should a police officer do when they want to speak out against something that is wrong? Especially when they got that not that right the right skin tone. What if you think they would have did her the same way if she was Caucasian? See, there ain't no telling how many times she been passed over for a promotion for police for her colleagues doing wrong. See, I don't get it. How you gonna reward somebody for not following the policy and doing citizen wrong, and they get promotion, but when somebody, a police officer like her, doing the right thing, she get retaliated against. Explain it to me. Somebody explain it to me. Somebody please explain it to me so I can understand like a first grader. Is that right or is that wrong? That is not right at all. She get punished for doing the right thing. Now the city of Pasadena got a lawsuit on their hand talking about the truth will prevail. Yeah, the truth gonna be for prevail on favorable for her. Why do people do the things they do knowing it's wrong? Why do the people that try to stop the wrong get punished? Let's talk like adults tonight. Let's talk like adults tonight. People get punished for doing the right thing, but the ones that do the wrong thing and do the wrong act, they some of them get rewarded. Why do they get rewarded? Why do they get rewarded? See, and in another story, it ain't another story. This for another day. Then you cannot sue the police officers. They qualify the immunity on some of them. You going to sue the city, and it costs the town some money, costs your city some money, costs you some money, your hard-earned money that you paying them, which they wait for you. But yet, when a good officer stand up for what's right, they get punished. Why do they get punished? Because they mess up the good old boy system. The black men got it rough. They get thrown in jail when they do something wrong, but the other ones get a slap on the wrist. When a melanated sister like herself step in and try to de-escalate the situation, the good old boys get mad. Respect really is one. The good old boys get mad a when a black woman steps in and tells them, "Oh, it don't take all of that." Everybody needs to take it down a notch. Why they want to get mad? Because it's a woman? No, because it was a black woman that did it. that tried to de-escalate the situation before it got out of control. That's what police officers are trained to do, try to de-escalate the situation, but some of them escalate the situation to fit their narrative. See, it's another story. I'm telling you, here's another story. Hold on, I got another story for you. Tell me what's the difference in this. Hold on, I got another story for you. I got another story for you. Hold on. Where is it? 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 Okay. Hold on. I got another story for you about a police officers. Let's see. Can I pull it up? Okay. This happened in Alabama right here. This happened. This was updated. The first story broke in December the 4th, which is updated today. Alabama police officer caught a video using a stun gun on handcuffed man. Do you want it again? It was she hollered. Okay, let's go to it. Let's go to it. An Alabama police officer is on leave with authorities while authorities investigate weekend arrest captured on video in Reform. That's the name of the city, showing a handcuffed man being hit with a stun gun. The video begins with a white female officer from Reform Police Department in Pickens County ordering the black man to stand up after he was handcuffed in the roadway in Pickens County. She then tells him to lay down on the front of the vehicle, which oh, oh no, let me get back to my spot. Let me get back to my spot. On the front of the vehicle, which he does face down. The officer then holds a stun gun to the man's back while she goes through his pocket. She tells him to stay still, at which point he said, I ain't doing SHIT, bro. I got a gun right there. The officer laughed as she retrieves the gun and said, oh yeah. She then deployed the stun gun directly to the man's back, telling him to shut the bleep up as he screams. The man then began to cry repeatedly and said, oh my God. The officer then said, do you want it again? As the man continues to cry, shut your BA up, the officer says. That's where the video ended. The video has been shared thousands of times. And this is what the Reform Police Chief said. The Reform Police Chief Richard Black and Mayor Melanie Davis sent out a statement Monday acknowledging they are aware of the video involving a citizen arrest that took place on Saturday. The department is in the process of turning over all material related to this arrest to the Alabama State Bureau of Investigation and has requested a thorough investigation to the circumstances surrounding the arrest, as the statement said. Police and city officials referred questions about the arrest to 24th Judicial Circuit District Attorney Annie Hello. And this young man, this 24-year-old Michael Johnson, he has been held on a $500,000 bond. The jail website lists charges of obstructing government operation, resisting arrest, marijuana possession, drug trafficking, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. And guess what? Guess what the young man was doing? He was nothing but on the side of the road chasing his tie. She approached him. She didn't have no probable cause to put him in handcuffs. See, in Reform, Alabama, Pickens County, yeah, they are out there. You see the difference in the white police officer, woman police officer, and the black police officer that's in Pasadena, California. You see the difference? I read the story to show you two differences of police officers, of policing. She put that stun gun in the back of this young man's back and went in Alabama. while he was handcuffed. Is that right? They charge him with bogus crime. I ain't gonna say bogus. Let's say, what if he did have all that stuff on him in the car? But what the proper call? What crime did you suspect him of committing when he was just changing the tire on the side of the road? See, we gotta know our rights. Sometimes we gotta know how to be quiet and listen to what the officer says, cause that'll keep us safe. You won't incriminate yourself. So I said, you gotta know your rights. Like I said, there's some good officers out there, but they're scared to speak out against their fellow colleagues at police department of fear of retaliation. The fear of retaliation. Why should they be feared of retaliation? Because they are. Do some of these police officers need to be kicked out the force? Some of these chiefs need to grow some balls? Yes, they do. Oh, we just gonna retrain them. Why retrain them? Why did you just replace them? Take away their certification badge so they can get no police job nowhere else. But they slowly try to push the good ones out and keep the bad apples in that police department so they keep the culture going. That young lady in Pasadena, she's still on patrol, but guess what? She's gonna win that lawsuit because she used her training to de-escalate a situation that could have got out of hand. So why do situations have to get out of hand when why do the good cops that do try to bridge the gap between the community and the police officer, why do they always get punished? They always get punished. But the ones that go along with the culture always get promotion. And then when they get caught doing something wrong, they always get out scot free with a slap on the wrist. Get allowed to resign instead of get fired. Still get their picture after doing something wrong. This is something y'all y'all can sit and think about. I will be back on later today and we're gonna talk about it. Respect to everybody out there that gonna watch this replay and listen to the replay. Respect to Together and the commissioner team that do great work. That remind me, let me go to a commercial right quick. Let me go to a commercial right quick. Let me see which one I want to play. I'm gonna play this one.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl. Together we break chains production. And look what your girl is up to. Look at my t-shirts I'm making. Look at the t-shirts I'm making, y'all. Look at this. Your girl been busy. Your girl been real busy. Look at this. I'm sorry if I'm flashing by so quick, y'all, but I'm doing a lot of different things at the moment. Look at me. I can't hold the t-shirt any other way because I got a bunch of them out. But don't forget to hit that like button, y'all, that post notification bar, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
So tomorrow, today, you're welcome together. Hey, we got to help each other. We're gonna help each other get where we got to get to. Like I said, respect to the commissioner team, respect to Together. One is a great artist. She do great work, and another is a great craft craft woman who do her job to a T. My little sister Together. Thank you. Us over here, 20 East Nation, Truth Nation, Woodpat Nation. Hey, we love the heck out of both of you, right? I'm going to continue this conversation later on today. So you see what the title says. Hold on, you see what it says. I'm gonna let y'all see this. That's what it's gonna be about. Like that. We gotta start talking like adults. We gotta start talking like adults. Yeah, all the police department. I don't care. You pass it from Pasadena, Dana, all the way to a small city in Virginia, Carolina, West Virginia, all over this country. These police department need to be rebuilt from the ground up. From the north to the south, or the east to the west, southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest. They need to be not retrained, but replaced. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Put a lot of people in that area. Why you gonna put a whole lot of white policemen in a black area? They don't know the area. Don't really live in the area. Some black police officers don't do like Officer Crutchfield. She's not there to get along, to get along, to go along to get along game with a police officer. See, she's the type of police officer you could talk to, be honest with, and maybe get something done. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Together, you're a black man. They'll throw you under the bus. So, when you think you're a black woman or the police force, what do you think they'll do to you? What do you think they'll do to you? Like I said, that's a good police officer. There's some that don't want to speak up, but that's some that want to speak up, but scared of retaliation for the department they work for. Like I said, we will continue this later. I like to bring other stuff back, but I had to bring you that story by Officer Crutchfield, the good work that she's doing when she tried to bridge the gap between police officers and the community in Pasadena. But the culture is not letting her. The culture is not letting her. Respect SMM Jizzy. See, the culture not letting her to do what she was known to do. to be ambassador for the police department and the community at the same time. Why don't they try to? Why don't they let her be great? Why don't they just let her be great? They don't want her to be great because they go against their culture. Respect about the black TV. That goes against their culture of policing. They don't want de-escalation. They want escalation. They want more of our brothers and sisters locked up. For what? That police officer had this teenager face almost close to a cactus in Pasadena. She just pushed the officer away, trying to de-escalate the situation. She got sent to the back to the police department. She got put on administrative leave with pay. Now she's suing them. Now she is suing them. Then while in Alabama, Reform, Alabama, Pickens County, this officer approached this man who, minded his own business, changed his tie, told him to lay down on the ground, put him in handcuffs, pushed his face, told him to lay on the hood of her car, pushed his face in the car, put a stun gun in the back. He told he had a gun on him, and she hollered, "Oh yeah," and stunned him, and told him to shut the F up and stop crying like a BA before she do it again. What is the difference? What's the difference? Which cop would you rather? Which cop would you rather see? Officer Crutchfield or the white police officer in Alabama? Which one you rather open up to? Which one would you trust the most? Which one would you? Which one would you? If they came and asked you a question about a crime that committed, who would you rather talk to? Who would you talk to? Together, did you see what a bundle said? See, we got to know the difference. See, police department is not the only one that has policy. Schools has policy. All the jobs has policy. Even music, TV, sport got policy. But guess what? All them things got a culture too. Although they had that policy, but that culture gonna eat that policy alive. So what the lesson are we learning from this story? See what happened to a police officer that does the right thing. Get passed over by promotion. Get put on administrative leave. That you like tell a woman, stay in your place. Or stay in your place. Here, woman. What you doing? Put your hand on me. I dare you. hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Can I go? Let me go get it right quick. I'm going to another commercial right quick. Okay. Let's see how long this. I gotta find a long one because it's gonna take me a while to go find it.
Don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my heart how you keep changing for him. Never forget who you are. You butterfly. You're a butterfly. Butterfly. Wings spread, just let it fly. Butterfly. Butterfly. What is life without brightness? Be a light. You were never quiet, never so shy. Now you're so serious all of the time. Show me that smile, it's not too late to reinvent yourself. Ooh. Bust out your cocoon, spray on your perfume, and go enjoy your new point of view. There's no way you can lose, the world works for you. Now that you're
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, back. I will. Hey, I gotta download it together. I gotta download it. I gotta download it from my laptop, all that stuff. So I will have it. I will have it in the morning. I will have it downloaded in the morning, by in the morning, and it'll be on there, and I will play it. But guess what? This been a long day. Let me see, can I find some clapping emoji, clapping sound for this police officer? For this police officer that did what she's supposed to do, did what her training taught her. She need to be celebrated. She need to be awarded for her strength, the courage to stand up to the culture. I will. I will touch back on this later on today. But on that note, respect to together. The, one of the beautiful and the one of the great craftswoman, and respect to the commission art team, one of the greatest artists. Respect to everybody at Truth Nation. Respect to Twin East Nation, Woodpack Nation, Down River, Elevation Squad, State Game. Respect to everybody. And thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Don't start until California time. Wait. What? What now? What now? To get what you want me to wait for? If I start at 12, uh, yeah, you can put that on there. That's gonna be in D Love will be in memory of my cousin. Yeah, 9 a.m. your time. I gotta check my schedule. I will text you what time. 12 p.m. 12 p.m. ain't early. I'll be already up. I'll be already up. So together, go get you some sleep. Everybody get you some sleep. We getting out of here. Respect everybody. Like I always said, love and respect yourself. Cause when you love and respect yourself, yeah, it's 10 o'clock. It's time you go to bed. Love and respect yourself. Cause when you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS. Who can love you better than you? Respect yourself. Love yourself to the utmost of your ability. Cause nobody gonna love you like you. Oh no, you're gonna win this one. It's 10 o'clock. Oh, now you want to pop out the bushes. All right, these you gonna you gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get on you. I'm gonna get on you. I see you. I see you. I see you in the morning. I'm going live again in the morning. We're going live again in the morning or the afternoon, or depends on where you at. But thank everybody for joining me. This one of the quick live and the panel. you're in the bed. Oh Lord, have mercy. Where my great nieces and nephews at? They in the bed too. They need to be. They should be in the bed. If mom in the bed, they should be in the bed too. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for loving me. And thank y'all for letting me be who I am. Thank y'all for letting me be who I am. Because I don't know who to be, but nobody but myself. That should be y'all. Y'all should, let me get this right. Y'all should be nobody but yourself. And love yourself. And guess what? We finna be out of here. Peace, love, and we out.